In today's video, we're going to be talking about another one of the cat tribes, the Qualmi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome to the Maple Table. My name's Nathaniel. This is a channel where we discuss role-playing games, so if that's something you're interested in, I would love to have you join me at the table by hitting that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you know when my videos are available. The Qualmi are sly, witty, and probably the most introspective of all of the Bastet tribes. This also makes them incredibly frustrating to deal with. Qualmi do enjoy the company of others, not only of the Bastet tribes, but of anybody. They actually enjoy, in small doses, the presence and the company of others. The way I kind of see them, they are the Riddlers to the Bastet tribe as an entirety. Because of their love for riddles and how they actually teach other members of not only the Bastet tribes, but the rest of the changing breeds, they have earned themselves the name Riddle Dancers. They are good and loyal friends, they are fierce fighters, and excellent teachers. The Qualmi exist to remind the rest of Gaia's children of what their job actually is.
They took our job! They took our job! They took your job! They took our job! They took your job! They took your job! They took your job!
The way they do this, through subtle reminders, is in the form of a riddle. They prefer to make the person who is getting the lesson think. Probably because when you come to the answer on your own from a rather difficult question, scenario, or a particularly difficult puzzle, the answer is just that much more satisfying, especially when you've done it on your own. They always do try and make the guru actually think, but unfortunately for the guru, thinking is just not one of their strong points. Because of their duty, the Qualmi tend to spend more time with other changing breeds than their own kind. They are actually particularly close with the Gural, the Werebears, and the Wendigo. They are werewolves, both of whom live in the Northern Territories along with the Qualmi. The Qualmi are a little different when they train their young ones. Most Bastet tribes will give a full year of solid training to any new ones or young ones who are coming up in the ways of whatever tribe that they are growing up in. With the Qualmi, not so. The newly initiated Qualmi will only actually get 6 months of training. During this 6-month period, what the young and newly initiated Qualmi is learning to do, they are learning how to keep in touch with others of the Qualmi tribe. They're also learning how to keep tabs on all of the changing breeds in their area. And they're also taught how to defeat the evils of Asura. And of course, they're taught how to be cryptic. And this is actually the one that they spend the most time learning. Most of the changing breeds believe that when you unravel a Qualmi riddle, not only does it have a great lesson involved in it that is beneficial to you as the puzzle solver, it is also wrapped in great wisdom, so not just anyone can unlock the secrets of a Qualmi riddle. And it's because of this that very few of the changing breed tribes actually begrudge them how strange and cryptic they are. The Qualmi can be found exclusively in the northern regions of North America. The European Qualmi were actually destroyed during the War of Rage. The Qualmi being werelynxes, they tend to stay in their home territory and they don't actually get out much, which is why this is the only place they can be found. When it comes to taking a mate, on the human side, the Qualmi are definitely not picky. They simply just don't have that luxury. Human populations in the northern parts of North America tend to be quite sparse. The Qualmi takes a mate wherever they can find one, or they simply just go through life without one. For the Qualmi, when it comes to their feline mates, they do tend to be slightly more picky, but not by much, because again, you still just don't have that luxury of being able to pick and choose in very sparsely populated areas. Hi there. Just a gentle reminder that you can hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you know when more videos like this are available. If you're enjoying it, please hit that like button as well, as that really does help my channel grow with the YouTube algorithm. All hail the power of the YouTube algorithm. And with that, back to the Qualmi.
Damn it, they took our job!
So what does a Qualmi look like? For starters, they're short, they're compact, and they're also very well adapted to living in very cold climates, which is also where they typically tend to reside. In their feline forms, they will also have dappled gray fur, ear tufts, as well as some short and stubbier tails. This is also a bit of a sore spot for the werelynxes, probably because they are a little jealous that they are the only one of the cat tribes to have a short, almost non-existent tail, at least when you compare it to the likes of any of the other cat-changing breeds. So they get a little self-conscious. They have tail envy. And now we come to the Yava of the Qualmi. The Yava of the Qualmi are very strange, probably the most strange of any of the other Bastet tribes that we have talked about thus far. The first one being, the power of a lynx lies in their riddles. If you unravel their riddles, you unravel their magic. The Qualmi do actually have some mystical capabilities, as the first Yava suggests. It lies more in their gifts and the tribe-specific gifts that they have. They can use their riddles to occupy a target's mind and keep them confused. Secondly, the Qualmi share part of their soul with the spirit of salmon. If you are to harm the salmon population in the areas where the Qualmi reside, you will actually harm the tribe as well. And finally, no lynx can speak the truth about their parents. If you confront a Qualmi with their parents' real names and their faces, or pictures of their faces, the Qualmi will become confused for days. The Qualmi tribe is one of the interesting ones that come off of the Bastet. They would be good to use as an NPC to teach a lesson or to add a little bit of mystery to your game, considering that that's actually their purpose. They would most likely show up in a North American setting, and their purpose for showing up would be largely around trying to correct some kind of issue or teach a tribe some kind of lesson, obviously delivered in the form of a riddle. I think outside of that North American setting, it would be very difficult to play a Qualmi and play it effectively because they just simply don't like to travel. If you're running the game though, you can do whatever you want with it, especially if you have a player who's good at coming up with creative role-playing ideas or creating motives for characters as to why they would want to leave North America. Maybe they want to go on an investigative quest to see what happened to their lynx brethren in Europe and if there's any hope at starting a new population over there. That could be an idea as well. Have you ever played a Qualmi character? And if you did, what were they like? Tell me in the description below. I will also have links to the other tribes that I've talked about in this video in the description below, such as the Gural and the Wendigo. Up on the screen now, you should see a playlist of other Bastet tribes that I've talked about, so please check them out. YouTube will have also made a recommendation for you up here. My name's Nathaniel. You've been watching The Maple Table. Thank you so much for your subscription. And thanks for stopping by, everyone.